I think the first thing I'm going to say is don't make fun of my nerd glasses. I had to tape them. I've already told you this in a previous video, but just reiterating here. Hello. Don't make fun of my nerd glasses. All right. Judge not. It's my white tape. Gotta love it. Okay. Today, another song still hasn't come to me, and I'm still singing Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's still stuck in my head. So that's probably not the song that we're going to be doing. So there may not be a song for this. We'll see. All right. Actually, I do want to ask a question. Because I heard something earlier as I was doing my homework about communication, and what that communication can mean to certain people, right? And I feel like as I was doing my homework, I was like, what is this feeling I keep getting? So I had to stop and just listen. And Spirit was telling me, oh man, there's definitely been some communication lately that could have been better, that we could have done better. So let's talk about the communication we could have done better. What could we have done to make it better, right? Let's talk about a communication that we've had recently with ourselves, with another person, that we may have done differently, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I got two of them. Good. All right. We're going to start with the Wild Child Oracle deck. We got two of them. Glimpse. Okay. Glimpse. Getting maybe a glimpse of the future. A glimpse of maybe hindsight, a glimpse of our hindsight. Like realizing that hindsight, is 50-50, right? It's hindsight's 20/20. We know everything when we look back at it. I roll. My phone's not shutting up today. I'm sorry. All right. So we also got desolate again. All right. Maybe you felt like looking into this, you're getting a glimpse of you're getting a glimpse of the life you would have had with this person, and it's desolate. Maybe this is maybe you're ending a relationship, right? Well, what did we say though? Let's talk about our words, the communication. Maybe that ended this. Maybe that's it. Let's see. Let's see what the old style Lanormand deck is going to tell us about this. Communication. What communication have we had? Maybe we got a glimpse of a future, a desolate future with an ex, that somebody we're breaking up with, somebody we're leaving behind. I'm not sure, but that's the feelings I'm getting. All right, top one. Lady. I don't like when those comes out because it can mean anybody, right? And anchor. Yeah. Well, we learned a lot about the anchor. We know that it's, something, maybe you felt like being tied down. Maybe you want to be your own person, and you don't want to be chained or tied down in what you feel is a desolate future. Maybe you got a glimpse of that and how you would be and how you would feel if you were the lady here, right? I mean, it could be man too. So I don't read sexes, I read energies, and the energy I get from this is you, right? And you're feeling like this could be them too. I mean, this could be the relationship you have with this lady, or you could be the lady in the relationship with this man. So I'm not sure. Let's find out more. See if we can get a spirit animal card. Maybe they can, make this better. Because so far, not so much. Divine inspiration. What else you got? Give me one more. Give me some advice from one of these two. All right. And Enchanted Heart. We got both of the dogs from the dog reading we did this earlier this week. You might check that reading out. It might have something to do with what we're talking about here. It's in one of my choose threes, okay? Yeah. Choose the reading, between these three. All right, we've got Enchanted Heart. And it says, my heart is enchanted and it overflows with love and joy. I think what you're looking for is the same thing. The same thing that you give to a relationship you want back. And you're looking back, you got a glimpse that this was not it. This relationship was not it. I think we're talking about a breakup. This could be recent. It could be something that you're just reflecting on now from the past, right? Yeah. Divine inspiration. I am open to divine inspiration and it flows through me effortlessly. I'm so tired of that word. All right. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it's saying. If you want someone who inspires you, who isn't going to tie you down, but free you, free your mind and your heart. And you got a real glimpse into this relationship and you realized it was something that you didn't want to feel that way. You remember. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe we're remembering what that relationship was to us and what it taught us. All right, but we're talking about a specific communication here. Did you tell them that you felt anchored down? That you felt like whatever this was, it wasn't inspiring you? That how you feel about things, the enchanted love that you're feeling, your heart, you want the joy, the love and joy, and you just weren't getting it. Maybe that's what the communication was about. Maybe you actually spoke your mind. I mean, if you're the Empress today, and then its crossing card is going to be that Knight of Cups. And that Knight of Cups, remember, is an offering, right? Yeah, something romantic. So as the Empress, you know what you want, right? Crossing card is you want something passionate. You want something that comes from the heart. Yeah. No, I get it. All right. Let's pull from the top. All right. Below you, it's Temperance. Yeah, exactly. Temperance is alchemizing. You know that you can get what you want out of life. You know you can. So that's what you're doing. You're making certain. You're making for certain. Sure. Making sure it's going to come to you. Okay. That open communication. Right? Behind you. Yes, judgment. Yeah. That's it. Maybe you felt judged by this relationship. Yeah. And then you decided you were going to take a call to action, and the action was leaving it behind for something better. What you're reaching for. Yeah, you're reaching for the Nine of Pentacles. When you put the work in, you want it to be for an outcome. I mean, and if you're getting nothing from something, then of course you're not going to stick around, right? No, instead, in front of you, that passionate new beginning, right? An idea of finding yourself, possibly. It's the will to create. You're going to create your own world. You're making that water into wine, Exactly. Yes. There you go. This is how you solve this situation. Sometimes the fight is not worth it. It's just not worth it. The victory is not worth the price. If you'd have stayed in this relationship, you would have been fighting all the time. You'd have been arguing. Definitely. There'd have been conflict and aggression. Yeah. You would have failed. And that's how you feel about it. What about your environment? Yeah, people think that this is you. Yeah. Yeah, people think that you open your heart. You see the love around you. You're open to communications. You love those kind of ideas and long walks on the beach and talks, about emotions. You're an emotional being. People see you that way, and that's good because that's what you are, right? Yeah. This is your hopes and fears. I think you're afraid of failure, so you're afraid to jump. Leap. but also it's something that you hope for as well, that you can have the courage to do so, right? Yeah. Energy, passion, adventure. Yeah, you're looking forward to an adventure, but you're scared of it as well. I get that. It's so crazy how they both work, you know? Scared of it and you want it at the same time. You know? But what is fear? You know, fear is learned behavior. There's no fear. There should be no fear. You got this, homie. Yeah. And the outcome. Yeah. You feel like you're blocked. But we're never blocked. You can always take a next step. You can always take a step. Even with the blindfold and all the ropes and shit, your feet are free. And you can still take those steps, okay? Away from the situation. And I think that's what you did. That was the outcome of the situation. I think that's the outcome of this conversation. You know, you let it be known that it's time for you to go. You told them about your hopes and your fears. You know how they feel about you, and they know how you feel about them. And I think it all relates to this conversation, whatever conversation you had. Now, here's the question. What about that conversation could have made the outcome different, would have changed the outcome, would have made it better or worse, you know? How are you relaying your feelings about certain things, you know? All right. So crossing, let's get clarification. Let's get clarification on the Empress. All right. I know this is you. Tell me more about you. Yeah. There we go. It's the Ten of Swords. It was an ending. Yeah, exactly like I said. You ended something and it hurt you. It hurt your feelings. I get it. You know, you might be an Empress and you might be full, because you're full of all of this, you know, love and birth and beauty, that things like this they are gonna hurt you. You had plans for your future and they ended up not being, you know, just not working out, and that's sad. Yeah. Tower. Yeah. This is a painful ending, but necessary change, you know. Exactly. Yeah. It's that crossing card again. To clarify the Temperance card, we have, the Six of Swords. You moved away. You know, you knew after contemplating that you can't change the outcome of this relationship. The only way you could fix it is to go, and to be careful what you take with it. Take those lessons only. You know, don't take fear, don't take pain, don't take pity, take, you know, or regret. Take the lessons. You know, knowing what to pick from next time. You know, and the conversation you had, it helped with that. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is clarifying the Judgment. The Nine of Wands. Yeah. That's how they made you feel? Wow. Like you're being judged? Like you're stuck and don't have a choice in what you do or say or feel? And that you rarely get to speak your mind? And that the unknown is better than being stuck here? Wow. All right. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is literally looking at 5 cups, you know, 3 of them. Yeah. 3 of them. In this one, it's 3 perfect cups sit on the ground, and he's holding 2 imperfect cups. And he's looking at these 2 imperfect cups like, oh, come on. Well, you know, because the Nine of Pentacles, that's what you're looking for. You know that working hard will provide a payback in some way. You know that the work you put into something is going to provide. And it made you realize something was missing. If you hadn't gotten any kind of payback at all from this relationship, something is missing. Right? To clarify the Ace of Wands, we get the Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. It's a passionate new beginning, a new idea, passionate new idea. As Queen of Cups, it's something that came from your heart. Okay? Queen of Cups is one of those settled energies, somebody that knows themselves, knows their heart, and knows what they want out of the world. You know? And this passionate idea that you had was just that you deserve more. That you deserve more. You deserve to be loved the way you love others. I love that. That's beautiful. All right. And the Five of Swords, clarifying the Five of Swords, we've got the Three of Pentacles. Right. The Three of Pentacles is showing off your work. You know that the fight is not, it wasn't worth it. Sometimes that the victory is not worth the price, right? So this is what led you to that. Maybe you spoke to others, and maybe you got an opinion. You got opinions from people that you love and care about, who care about you. Maybe you talk to them, show them what you've been doing, and how you feel. Or maybe this discussion was to that person that you're leaving, this relationship that's ending. Maybe that's it. Maybe you said, look, I think we're both better than this. Choosing your words wisely kind of thing. Yeah, the Fool over the Ace of Cups. Yeah. You know that the new beginning had to be, from the heart. Something that it's something that you needed to do. Right? And it's how people see you. You're ready for a new adventure because it's something that, a new adventure. It's something we do, right? It's the beginning of a cycle, just like we were talking about in yesterday's reading. The Empress. Yeah. This is your over your fears and yeah, it's over the Knight of Wands. What you fear and what you hope, right? Yeah. Maybe you fear being on your own, but your hope is for you to learn from being on your own. Being able to grow things, right? The Empress is creation. Creating a new life for yourself and not having regrets and doubts. Like knowing your full powers. Yeah, I would see how that would be a fear and a hope and a fear. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's the Page of Wands. Regardless, okay, of how you feel you might be stuck sometimes, the Page of Wands says it doesn't matter. This is a new passionate beginning for you. And you know that. You see it. You see that this action needs to be taken. Because it is an action. And you're going to take it. You're going to jump. You're going to leap. Just like the Fool. All right. All right. Let's get a couple of white cards and see what they say. Yeah, I think you changed your mindset. You might get some help, some assistance coming soon. Yeah. Maybe outreach. Someone's going to give you some help. Hey, we need that. We need help sometimes. You've earned it. Okay, you're worthy. You're worthy. You're cared for. You're loved. You. Start saying, I am. I'm worthy. Remember, nostalgia. Maybe there's someone in your family that's going to help you. That'd be good. Maybe you just need to reflect again. Maybe this was a mirror that was put up in your face. Yeah. Okay, next. You're ready. This is fair. Okay. You're able. Okay. You know that this door closed because it was divine timing. Because we're just going to open more doors, right? Your eyes are open. Yeah. Everything is in divine timing. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave that there. The message today was a little bit confusing. I don't know. I like it, though. I understand. I get it. Hopefully you do. Hopefully this hit some nerves for somebody out there. And if it did, give me a like, please. Please, please. And you know what I'm about to say. Dream loves you. Fear loves you. God loves you. Peace out.